Big shout out to M3M Marketing Studios. I've recorded a couple interviews there so far, and 10 out of 10 every time.
Hello and welcome to your Peace Country podcast.
On this episode, we have some upcoming events. We got it at Manic, and Erica and Gordon tell us about the Grand Prairie Pride Society. Enjoy!
Cats and coffee are my two favorite things.
Come to Whiskers Cafe for the coffee and stay for the cats.
Peace Country Podcast has a challenge for you. We will give you $100 cash if you spare a 7-10 split at Bowling Stone's 10-Pin Entertainment Center in Grande Prairie, Alberta.
And now for upcoming events in the Peace Country.
2024 Cash for Camping Lottery is ongoing until July 28th.
The Playhouse raffle is ongoing from May 4th to June 29th. Get your tickets online and good luck. Starting May 22nd, the Cluskin Hill Museum will be opening. Tours Wednesday till Sunday, 10 till 2, running right till August 25th.
The 2024 Grand Prairie Stompede will be happening May 29th to June 2nd. Young at Art Photo Contest is ongoing. Deadline is Saturday, May 31st. The Rainbow Bright Teen Dance will be happening on Friday, May 31st at the Pontiac Energy Center.
And now rolling into June.
The first annual Fairview Rally and Tailgate Swap Meet will be happening on June 1st from 10 till 2. On June 2nd, in Beaver Lodge, Show and Shine Tailgate Garage Sale Farmers Market from 11 till 4 at the South Peace Centennial Museum. Pat's Auto Supply Fans Appreciation Weekend will be happening at the Hythe Motor Speedway on June 8th to the 9th. Come have a splashing good time on June 7th from 3 till 9 at Muskogee Park. They're opening the Splash Park and the Aquaterra Outdoor Swimming Pool.
On June 15th, Petra is playing at the People's Church. Jet Boat Racing Canada is coming to the Peace this summer. The race dates are Grand Prairie, Alberta, June 14th to the 16th. Hay River, Northwest Territories, June 21st to the 23rd. Taylor, BC, June 28th to the 30th. And Peace River, Alberta, July 5th to the 7th. On June 18th, Clint Black will be at the Ovintiv Event Center. At Better Than Fred's on June 14th, Finger 11. Tickets are $45 in advance. Friday, January 5th, The Lazies. Tickets are $25 in advance. August 10th, Biff Naked will be playing $40 in advance. Find out more at Better Than Fred's.
DTG and Little Windex will be at the Lion's Den on June 22nd.
And now rolling into July.
2024 TP Creek Stampede will be happening July 11th to the 14th. The Hat-tastic 40 Plus Parade will be happening on July 8th from 11 till 2, starting at 100th Avenue and 99th Street. July 27th to the 28th, the Grand Prairie Regional Air Show. Tickets coming soon.
Grand Con is coming back at the Bonnet Energy Center July 12th to the 14th.
And now rolling into August.
The Peace Country Gospel Jubilee will be happening on August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. The Bear Creek Folk Festival will be happening August 16th to the 18th.
And don't forget the last Thursday of every month at 92 Beverage Company, Cocktails and Vinyl. And Kokanee Comedy Night at the Great Northern Casino every Wednesday.
If you have an event coming up and would like us to share on PCP, let us know at peacecountrypodcast@gmail.com.
And now it's time for We Got It at Manic with Ryan.
G'day guys, it's Ryan with Manic again, talking about another album. Today I'm talking about Beastie Boys' Check Your Head. Some of the songs on this album are Finger Looking Good, Standing Together, The Maestro, Mark on the Bus, Professor's Booty. Absolutely insane good album. It was released in 1992 on, I think it was the first release on Ground Royal Records, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so if you're a huge fan of Beastie Boys, it has all the same old beats, same tunes, but absolutely amazing lineup. There's like 20 songs on this actual album. So yeah, I would actually have to say for you guys to check it out if you're a Beastie Boys fan.
And we got it at Manic Records and Collectibles, located in the Prairie Plaza next to Audio Concepts.
And now for the Peace Country Spotlight.
Okay, we're here at M3M Studios with Gordon and Erica from the Grand Prairie Pride Society. Guys, thanks for coming over.
Thank you so much for inviting us.
All right. So let's get into it. What is the Grand Prairie Pride Society and how long has it been around?
The Grand Prairie Pride Society, our primary mandate is to provide large-scale events that celebrate and include the 2S LGBTQIA+ community. We have a few major events that we do every year, and then throughout the rest of the year, we try to sprinkle in a few smaller ones. We work a lot with other partners in the community like Gallup and PFLAG, Northreach Society, other people who touch on our community, and just try to work year-round with them. We were technically born back in December 2015, if you want to look at our society status, and the first Pride in Grand Prairie, the first large-scale Pride in Grand Prairie was held back in 2016. So is this our ninth year this year?
Wow.
Eighth? It all blurs together. COVID really made the years blur together, but it's been really exciting to see so much growth over the past several years.
Yeah, for sure. So what all events do you guys do?
We have kind of 4 primary events that we put on. Our signature event is definitely our 18 plus Party in White. That is a party that includes performances primarily by drag performers. We have a dance, we have a meet and greet, we have photo booths and food, and it's kind of really that big celebration 18 plus party. One of our favorite events, or probably my favorite event, is the teen dance. That one is much more geared towards 13 to 17 years old. We also have performances for them. It's a dance. It's really an opportunity for them to just get together, be themselves. Anyone can attend. You don't have to identify as anything or subscribe to anything. It's truly just an open space for youth to get together and just be free to be themselves. We also have our family carnival that happens at the Eastlink Center, and that's definitely our most attended event. We see upwards of 3,000 people come through every year. We have carnival rides, carnival performers, bouncy castles, face painting, and we also have what we call our community alley, which is nonprofits that touch on our community, and they put on different events and activities, and it's all free. Starts at 10 o'clock, goes until 2 o'clock on June 8th, and before that, our friends at Gallup and the Rotary Club of Grand Prairie put on a free pancake breakfast. So the teen dance is completely free. The carnival is completely free. The goal is just to get people out and celebrate. And then one thing that maybe didn't used to be an event, but we've turned into more of an event, is the repainting of the crosswalk. Every year we repaint the crosswalk outside of City Hall. And to begin, it was just a couple people, a couple layers of paint, and now we invite anyone in the community who wants to say they had a hand in repainting it. We've got music, activities, and it's a lot of fun, so the public's invited to join us for that one as well.
And when are you doing that?
The crosswalk painting, weather permitting, will be June 3rd. I think we all know that the weather in early June can sometimes be rainy, but that's the goal, is June 3rd. So everything starts May 31st with the teen dance, then we have the Party in White June 1st, the crosswalk painting June 3rd, and the family carnival on June 8th.
So why and how did the Grand Prairie Pride Society start?
So my recollection is that it started somewhere around 2015 with a group of people who just saw an opportunity or a niche that needed to be filled to advance the queer community in Grand Prairie, and they established the Pride Society with the intent of putting on larger events. The first Party in White, I myself was kind of out of the community at the time, but I saw it. I'm like, well, I need to support it. I want to go to this. Not sure how it's going to go. I was a little concerned about I thought maybe they were going a little too big on this kind of an event in Grand Prairie. And it was at the Montrose Cultural Center, the Teresa Sargent Hall. And I went, and I'm not going to lie, I had tears in my eyes several times, and I don't cry. I haven't cried since 1972. And it was overwhelming. I couldn't believe I had to keep reminding myself I'm still in Grand Prairie and click my shoes 3 times. it was fantastic. The drag queens, to see that drag culture come in, that was more not the underground culture that I grew up in, but something much more professional, and it was overwhelming. And then it took off from there, and it just year after year it grew. And then I joined the Pride Society board, and we launched the biggest with the RuPaul drag queens at the Bonnet Center, sold out 450 guests, and again overwhelming. But I do agree that it serves a purpose. But we also need to cater to smaller events as well.
I think one of our goals over the past few years has been to show wider support for the community as well. So there's that representation there. My hope is that people can see that, Grand Prairie does have supportive people there, and that has meant, even bringing in, we brought in something we call the Friends of Pride, and individuals or businesses can sign up to be a Friends of Pride. And it's just a simple, almost flag waving of saying, we're here, we support you, we're a safe place for you. And, if a kid's growing up in Grand Prairie and thinks they can't live here and they've got to move to Edmonton or somewhere else, that's okay. But I want them to know that we are here to support them and that they do have a community that's here behind them, whether or not they feel it all the time.
Great.
It's having a pride flag in a window, still, even for myself, it still says that it's a supportive place. Again, I can go back to the times when a friend and I were escorted out of the Tim Hortons downtown for our own protection instead of the bullies who were threatening us. So it's those kinds of things. So if I go into a place and there's a symbol on the door, at least I know they have my back, or I'm going to be served appropriately, hopefully.
Yeah, at least respect it.
Going on a date in a restaurant, a posh restaurant, and then having to tolerate all the staff peeking around the kitchen door every once in a while and giggling. Those were the times we had in the 80s and 90s, and I hope that that's a thing of the past. But certainly that flag in the window just acknowledges, and again, not just the young people, but people of all ages, to say that this is that's safe here.
You want to know that you can go meet with a realtor and they're not going to ask where's your wife or where's your husband, not your friend. That you can go into a clothing store and try on whatever clothes that you would like, and there's not going to be an issue there. And that might not seem like a lot, but it is. And that's the goal of Pride overall, is to make sure that people feel like we're in an inclusive and welcoming and diverse community. And we're certainly not perfect, but our goal is to do our best to get to that point and make people feel like they have people here in Grand Prairie.
So how does one sign up for that with their business, or do they just go and get a rainbow sticker and put it on their window themselves, or do you guys?
I mean, there's no official way to show your support in the community. You are welcome to do anything that you can. Our opportunities that we provide are through the Friends of Pride program. It is a small-scale sponsorship. It's one thing that we noticed in the early days of Pride. There was some great sponsorship, but they were largely large-scale, right? Companies providing $500, $1,000, $10,000 to support the organization. And we said, well, what if we asked people to donate $99 or $199 for their business? And we saw a huge uptake in that. We are accessible in many ways. Our email address is easy to remember, grandprairiepridesociety@gmail.com. Our website is grandprairiepridesociety.com. We're on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. If you want to be involved in any way, and it doesn't have to be financially, there are lots of ways that you can support our community. That's just one of them. We heavily rely on volunteers for all of our events. Our board is all volunteers, and we're always looking for people just to help us spread the good word in Grand Prairie and be supportive. And that could also be working with other organizations as well, right? Like I mentioned, Gallup and PFLAG, Northreach Society, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Friendship Center, all of these organizations help out the community, and there's lots of ways that you can be supportive.
In fact, we are currently looking for and signing up volunteers for our upcoming events, and we do year round. So if anybody's interested, just shoot us an email and we'll get you on a volunteer list.
Great. So the crosswalk, it's kind of like it's almost like a attraction for Grand Prairie now. Tell us about that.
I like to think of it as a bit of a landmark. If my memory is correct, the crosswalk was painted first in 2017 and has been repainted every year since then. This is very exciting news, but we're actually going to be able to paint 2 crosswalks this year. So when you head by City Hall, when you head by the Montrose Cultural Center, the provincial building there, after June 3rd, hopefully, weather permitting, you should see 2 crosswalks there. Honestly, we've been wanting this for a few years. It meant a few more volunteers, but it means that more people can have a hand in it and we get more brightness. My hope is that when you drive by it, it makes you smile. That's how it makes me feel. It makes me feel like my community is inclusive, and to know that we have so many people who literally put their sweat into doing it is really special.
Yeah, I think it's great. It definitely brightens up the city. Why stop there?
Oh, why stop there? What a great suggestion. Why stop there? Well, we have seen other visual representations in town. A few years ago, Gallup led the painting of a mural over by the community village there. And then you see just around town, people have a pride flag here, or they have a sticker there. It's not just about rainbows. It's really about saying, I'm here and I support you regardless of anything. And I think that it just overall makes our community a better place for people to know that there are people out there who support them no matter what.
But there's still a lot of work to be done.
Well, exactly. And I mean, the last couple of years have really shown that there's still a lot of work to be done. And I think we felt that heaviness, I would say the last 2 years especially. We're seeing more and more policies that hurt our community, especially when it comes to our kids, that feel like we're moving backwards. And so that's why I think it's even more important that we have these events. We say they're to celebrate, but they're also continuing. Pride is inherently a protest still. And so the idea is that we're celebrating how far we come, but we still need to work to get even further so that our community can be safe and feel included.
Okay, I've never heard that before. Pride is a protest?
Pride is very much.
Pride is.
I mean, we celebrate Pride in June because of the Stonewall riots back in my 61.
69, I think, or 68, something like that.
We celebrate Pride in June as an anniversary of the Stonewall riots. Pride has always been a protest. We celebrate the International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia, and Transphobia on the day, anniversary-wise, that homosexuality was no longer considered to be a mental illness. It is inherently advocacy, it's education, and it's protesting to continue to make sure these things. It's great and fun to attend events and have a great time, but that underlying factor there is that we still have to work to put on these events. We still have to work to just be ourselves as a community in the community. And so it's both. We're celebrating how far we've come, but we still have to work to make sure that we've got legislation in place, that we've got society in place to make sure that people can live their lives and love who they love and be who they are in a safe way.
And the whole drag culture also comes from Stonewall, because it was the drag queens that stepped out in front of the police.
Oh, really?
And trans women who, threw the first.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Those are the people that we owe our gratitude to and that we owe to continue the fight for.
So thanks for sharing with us all this valuable information and letting us know what's coming up for you guys.
Well, we've got our Pride Week coming up, starting with the teen dance on May 31st. That Rainbow Bright teen dance with some drag queens, and it's free. So if you've got kids 13 to 17, consider bringing them over to the Bonnet Center, 7 p.m. Yeah. Evening of May 31st, and it'll be a great time. We got the Party in White the next night, Saturday night, June 1st. If you don't have tickets, get them. They're likely to sell. They're going to sell out. And we got some great drag queens scheduled for that. And then if you want another free event, the Family Carnival on June 8th at the Eastlink Center. And there'll be lots going on there, and a great opportunity. Oh, I'll say again, there'll be a DJ.
Yeah, we're very excited for that one. So lots of events coming up. If you're looking for them, our Facebook page is probably the best way to get information from us. The Grand Prairie Pride Society on Facebook, and then grandprairiepridesociety.com. But if you have any questions, or you want to get involved, or you want to know what organizations are in the community, we love to be visible and connect you with them as well.
All right, thanks again, Gordon and Erica. Appreciate it.
No, thank you.
Don't get lost in the forest this tax season. Let Cedar Sea PA help guide you. Reach out to us on Instagram.
May's not over yet, so you still have time to enter our draw for a $50 gift card to Bowling Stones Entertainment Center. All you have to do to enter is email us at peacecountrypodcast@gmail.com with the subject line something to the effect of I love bowling, and you'll be entered to win the draw, which will be happening on May 31st. Good luck. We have weekly episodes coming for you next month, including the GP Bark Park and Wooden Nickel Ranch. Thanks for listening. This podcast only works because you listen, so thank you for listening.
What would you like to hear on PCP? Let us know by email, peacecountrypodcast@gmail.com.
22 Media.